This is a good Tuesday. I have a lot of money, as you can see. This is the biggest amount of money I've ever had with this extra team. Also, I have 6 available spots on my squad. With that being said, let's go to the transfer list. I will apply my filters as usual. Before I continue, let me explain my current strategy to you. As you know, I use this spreadsheet to make the best out of my purchases. I'm not going to explain details, the functionalities. I did that in a video already. You can see it in the cards. Here I can learn many things about my negotiations. The one I pay most attention to is this one in the end, these two, the weekly profit. This tells me how much profit a player will give me per month based on my estimations. There were moments in which my target here was 200,000, in others 250,000, 300,000, and so. Currently, I'm targeting 500,000 per week per player. It seems to be a good amount for now. I try to stay around this amount with players I buy. There may be exceptions, by a few. If any happens, I will explain to you. Let's go back to the transfer list. I will update the page. You can see my filter still active. Yeah, this is my filter. The script is loading. Let's wait a bit until it's fully loaded. You see the columns more organized here after this is done. Yeah, that should be it. Okay, then let's see what we get. These ones I will ignore. They are over, but they are all bad players anyway. Let's see what we get. I mean, bad players for my intent, which is to make profit here. Good profit. At least 500,000 per week. This guy may be blooming, but look at his price. Look at his bank price. Surely not profitable for me. Okay. This should be blooming, but the skill index, no, this is the bid. The skill index too low, TI low, so probably not profitable. Usually at this age, any age, a TI of 12 or less is not good for me to reach my goals. So usually I don't look at players with TI 12 or less. This could be interesting, but I think at this age, this skill index is not good anymore. He may not be blooming, but most likely he is blooming. I'm not gonna check this guy. I don't think he's gonna be profitable. This one, the bid is kind of quite higher than the bank price, but the ATI is very high. Let's see. Probably this player is in his last year of bloom, but I can check. Let me open him. As I can see here, he's a training ground level 10. I'm level 10 too already, so I will not need to make many conversions here. I can just use the TI I get there. So 20, right? Okay, we are close to the end of the season. We just passed the half of the season. So if this guy is in the last year of bloom, I don't need to make any calculation. I'm sure he's not profitable. Now I'm wondering if I can make profit in case he's in his second year of bloom or first year of bloom. I think in his second year of bloom, he's going to be profitable already. So let me go to my spreadsheet to make some simulations. At this point, I usually open many lines to make my life easier, as I should simulate many players. Let me put this here already. I didn't buy any player last week, so that's why you see that I'm skipping one week. You see the last players I bought were in week 6, and now we are in week 8. Okay, here is 7, but remember, we start in 85. So this is the week 1. This is already week 2. Understand? So this is wait, 8. Week 8. Okay, let me put this guy. You don't see, but I have the player opened on a different window, on a different screen. It's not viable to keep both of them here on the screen. That's why I'm doing it. Then let me copy his information. His current purchase price is 11,111,111. I usually like to make things faster, make my life more practical, so I will simply put 11 to 100,000. I round it up. Okay. If the profit the player is giving me gets too close to my limit, then I may be more precise with this number. But initially, I just round it up. The TI, I think I mentioned to you before, I proceed differently in different situations in this kind of player. He is currently with the TI 20. Let me make sure. Yeah, TI 20. I usually put a drop of 2 points per year. So let's say 18 and then 16 in case he is in his first year of bloom. If I sell him in the end of his bloom, in case he's in his second year of bloom, which should be this age, then okay, then it's good for me. See? I don't even need to go to the third one. I know it's going to be more profitable in case he's starting his bloom. But in case he's in his second year of bloom, it's good enough for me. So I stop here for now. Let me go back. And the time is quite close, only 2 minutes. Then let me go to his profile. Let's see how much time I have exactly. I bet he's gonna be his last year of bloom. Usually that's what happens, but sometimes you get lucky. Then let me spend a scout and check his bloom status. Oh, he's in a second year of bloom, so it's a good purchase. Okay, we started well today. Let me see how much time. 1 minute. First attempt of purchase is on. While the time goes down, I'm going back to the transfer list to look for more players. Okay, where were we? This is our guy. We are winning. So let me ignore this one. This TI 13. Let me save my time. I'm not gonna check. No. This guy could be interesting. 5 minutes. Okay, let me check. Okay, let's see the note. Mid bloom. Okay. Surely profitable. Let me go back to my guy. Not this one, 14. It seems we're gonna get him, guys. Let me go to the other one. How much time do I have here? 4 minutes. Okay. This guy we got. I didn't check for the possible problem that can have with that script. I didn't have time for that. Later I explain to you. Let's check later. Here you have 4 minutes. Let me be fast and quickly fill up his data in the spreadsheet. Here you see I decreased 2 units, then one. I usually don't go under 12. Okay. Now when I put here, if he is in his last year of bloom, which is something sure, at least because he has 15 TI, he must be blooming. At this age, 15, surely a bloom. He's giving me this profit. Okay, then let's go back there. 2 minutes. He's giving me that profit. If he's in his third year of bloom, which is I'm sure about, so I don't even need to spend a scout here. But let me check about the problem that can happen. If he has been put on sale more than 5 days ago, That TI may be wrong. Let me make sure. Where is him? He is this 19th of June. Today is the 14th. No, sorry. Today is the 24th. So 5 days. Okay, no problem. Let me go back. I'm doing things fast here. I hope I'm not making any mistakes, so I'm going for this guy. Okay, my bead is on. And the note says he's mid bloom. I wouldn't trust this note at all. I didn't check because I know he's at least in his third year of bloom, which is good enough for me, okay? So that's why I'm not even spending a scout on him. Okay, let's wait and hope no one else beats. And look, his skills are not bad. Probably I can even use him on my team, which is good when this happens. Okay, let's this guy there. Let me go back to the transfer list. Let's see. Opa, someone else beat it. Yeah, guys, it happens. Someone else found this gym. Let's see. Okay, I think one more beat should be okay. I'm not gonna simulate anything. There are some close players. I probably have to ignore this one. This one could be good, but it's so close. Starting bloom. If it's true, it can be good. Let me go back to this one, which I should focus. I'll give a bid and then see if I have time to check that B1, that starting bloom one. Probably this guy is going far for this one. Let's see this one. I don't have time to make any simulation, which is not good. But the Asian price is close. 135. Some guys will probably fight for him. Let me see this one. I'm winning. Probably the guy is gonna wait for the clock. Yeah, he didn't wait so much. He already beat it. Okay, let me. It's hard when you have to take care of many players at the same time. Let me see the time for this one. Well, I don't want to spend this. I have to spend a scout anyway. Let me just check if what the manager saying is true. Okay. Let me check his bloom status. If he's B1, I can go a bit far without checking. Yeah, he's in his first year of bloom. What's his DI? Let me bid on this guy first. His DI is 22. Well, since I don't have much time, I will safely go until 10 million with this guy. Based on my experience, I know it's a safe amount to go without further checking. For this one, I'm currently winning. This one is over, but we check it later. We don't have time now. The next one's bad, 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 bad. All bad here. 7 minutes, 9 minutes. Okay, until 12 minutes, it's all bad. I open this guy so that I can mark. It's underlined now. Later I know where I stopped. Okay, we have some time to check. On this one, I'm winning. This, I'm losing. Okay, I think it's time to go back to the spreadsheet. Let me just wait, see if I'm gonna keep this one. Okay, no one else bidding. Let me go back to spreadsheet. Okay, since there is a guy bidding, I remember that I didn't scout this guy yet, but I know he's at least in his third year of bloom. Let's see what's the maximum I can put here to still get 500,000 here. Let's say 40 million. Okay, it's too much. Let's say 37. It's too much too. How much is he now? He's 38 already. Okay, so now I have to scout. So if he's in his last year of bloom is not good for me anymore. So let me check if he is in second year of bloom, as the manager said. This would be the profit. 38 is bad. Yeah, I cannot bid on that guy anymore. I was a bit impulsive, in fact. I shouldn't have. No, actually, no. This beat probably was okay still. But this one, though. See, if he is in his second year of bloom, I cannot pay this amount for him. Because if I pay, look, 37.5 is already below my target. I didn't even spend a scout on him, but I know he's not what I'm looking for. Let me check the other guy before I forget. Oh yeah, we got that guy. This is surely profitable. Later I'll simulate him to you. Back, where is he? Back to this one. Okay, so I don't want this guy anymore. I know he's not good for me. Probably the auction is over already. Yes, this guy bought. Okay, if I paid this price that the guy paid, it would still be good. If he's in his second year of bloom, right? No, 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 not true. If he's in his last year of bloom, which I don't need a scout to check, this amount will be okay. It's very close to 500,000. But my next bid had to be higher than this, has to be 38 something, as I remember. So not profitable for me in his third year of bloom or second. I'm sorry, that price was for the second year of bloom. So assuming that the manager said the truth and he was in his second year of bloom, this amount is more or less the maximum I should pay. So what this manager paid for him, I could pay. It would be okay. But to cover him, I would have to go to 38 something, which is over my limit even in the best situation. Understand? That's why I simply dropped this guy. I didn't want him anymore. This one we got, I think it was a great deal because his TI is high. He's starting his bloom. My scout is reliable, right? Yeah. I didn't simulate. Later we simulate to see how much profit I can make, but I'm sure he is gonna be good. Let me go back to the transfer list. I had a problem here, guys, and because of that I had to cut the video at that point you just saw. And I'm returning now after a couple hours to continue browsing for players. I will complete the information about those two we bought before so that you can see the full estimation. Let me just continue a bit more and look for more players. Nothing good so far. This one could be interesting, but he is 19.11 already. His skill index extremely high and he's very expensive. I think I'm not gonna check this guy. I would bet he's in his last year of bloom. Let me save my time. Here, not good. This one could be interesting. Look at the price, current price, and the agent price. Let's check him. His TI is quite low, but he's in a training ground 3. My training ground is 10, so I can consider something like 4 or 5 for him. Let me put him in the spreadsheet. Here I put 6 weeks because he's bloomed already. But you see, even though he seemed good, initially there is like a 10 million difference between the purchase price and the agent price. But the final result, based on my estimation, is still negative. So if I buy this guy and hold him for 6 weeks, I will be losing this amount of money per week. Even if I put a higher TI here, 6, it's probably not good still. Yeah, still very bad. Okay, let's go to the next one. Just for the sake of curiosity, let's see what the trader's calculator would tell us. 6 weeks after, for TI4, 37. The sale, yeah, even in the trader's calculator, he wouldn't be good. Next ones, oh bad. This one, high TI, but very high price too. This, high price. This guy with this TI, both of them, They could be late bloomers, but I don't like to buy late bloomers for my sell to agent strategy unless they are 21 point something, because then I'm sure they will start blooming at 22. But if I buy this guy here, for example, at 19, he may start blooming at 20, at 21, or at 22. And to wait for so long is too much uncertainty. I don't like to play with it in my sell to agent strategy. So I prefer not to bet on late bloomers of this type. What else? This one. I could simulate this one. I'm sure it's not profitable because at this age the TI is very low, even though there is this difference. Let me just show you so that you don't have to simply believe me. His TI was 0, right? So let's put here 0 for 6 weeks. See, I can make a profit of 16, but I'm buying for 20. So 4 million loss. Very bad, no? Keep going. This next one is even in a worse situation. We don't even need to check. This one, the price is lower than the agent price, but still, I'm sure it will not be good. Okay. Can't believe we're not gonna get any player to at least try anymore. This one could be good. If he's in his third year of Bloom, I don't want. But if he is in his second, maybe. In his first year of Bloom, for sure. Let me check him. His training ground is 10, so I don't have to do any conversion. Let me just go to the spreadsheet. Here, my consideration will be different than what I did for the goalkeeper before. Because here the guy is going from the age of 18 to 19. So his teen TI is going to be over here at 18.11. At this moment, from 18 to 19, I usually make a drop of 5 units instead of just 2. And for the next one, I drop just 2 units. With this simulation, what can we get from this guy? I have to choose when I want to sell him. If he is in his second year of bloom, I would sell at the age of 19.11. How's it? Very good, see? 1.1, more than a million profit per week. Seems too good to be true, but my data seems correct. Yeah, and I don't even need to check for 20.11, but let me put just to see how bad it is. 2 million per week. Okay, but I don't expect this guy to be in his second year of bloom. Probably he's in his third year of bloom. Let me check his auction if there isn't any problem regarding the day he was put on sale. 19 to 24, 5 days, so no problem. Okay, so this guy seems profitable. If he is in his second year of bloom, at least, which I don't believe much. I wait until this clock goes down. When it's closer to 1 or 2, I will scout him, if this price doesn't go up too much. Let's go back, look for more players. Where is him? Here. I stop here. Keep going. Nothing good. This one could be good too. Is him from that same team? It seems so, right? If this guy is in his third year of bloom, obviously he's not good. Let's check if he's in the second year of bloom. Good. In the first, also good. So yeah. I still have this Teams page open, so I can quickly check. But as I remember, this guy is also okay regarding the date he was put on sale. And you know what? I have many scouts, so let me just scout those guys to make the video simpler, not to be holding so many players for later. Let me see. I think he's in his third year of Bloom, to be honest. But let's be hopeful. Maybe he's in the second year of Bloom. Who knows? Oh, yeah, second year of Bloom. Good. How much time? 20 minutes. Let me check the other one. Okay, this one I would guess is in the third year of Bloom too, but since the other one was in the second, maybe we got lucky with this one as well. No, this one is in his late Bloom. So this one is not worth it. We're not playing with this guy anymore. So I will increase here until this reaches 500,000. Let me put 18. Yeah, 18 is okay. Let me put a bit less. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be my limit for this guy. Some minutes more to go. Meanwhile, let's browse more. This is where I stopped. Okay, bad, horrible, bad, bad, very bad. Okay, some of these guys with high price, are not necessarily bad. Maybe they are good players that you could buy to use in your team. But since I'm buying for the sell to agent strategy, I don't even look at them. Okay, nothing good. This one could be interesting. Let me open him. He's training on a training ground level 10, so I don't need conversion again. Based on what I see, if he's in his last year of bloom, it's good already, even though the price is high. So I don't even need scout. I'll keep watching him. If this price, yeah, probably to go over. So let me check a second. Yeah, very profitable too. Okay, let me stop here now. Then I watch those two guys. This one has 16 more minutes to go, while the other one has two. It's very close. Let's watch this one. As you see, the price is over. What I could go with this guy. Therefore, I'm not gonna bid on him anymore. I'll continue watching just this one now. Something that I forgot to check is about the date of the auction for this guy. Let me open his club. Ah, look, he's the coach of the Chinese national team. Let's look for him. Not here. This one. Okay, 19 to 24, 5 days. All right. Ah, this is the guy who was here before. He was sold for this price. Not profitable for me anymore. Back to this one. Let me make sure how far I can go for him. If he is in his third year of bloom, yeah, something like this. Maybe this better. Like one bid I can make. If he is not, if he's in his second year of bloom, and I can go very far. But let me check. A bit more than 1 minute. Let me wait until it's closer. Oh, he has a transfer agent. Okay, now I have to scout. Since the guy put a transfer agent, probably he is not in his third year of bloom. Let me see. Oh, he is in his third year of bloom. Well, somehow this guy really liked him. Because for me, he is not profitable anymore. I'm not gonna continue. Okay, I think we had enough fun for today in the transfer list. Let me now complete the information about those two guys I bought earlier in my spreadsheet. Remember, these were the players. This is the second guy. This is the first guy. And here I have how much I paid for each. All of these ones I don't need anymore. Let me delete. I only need this one, which is the goalkeeper I bought. So I will copy his data. I will quickly fill up his data and the data from the other guy. Since I didn't make his estimation before, I don't have his TI. But if I check the graph now, I can see his past TIs were 22. Let me check the training grounds of his former team. Training ground 10, so I will simply put 22 there. 22, then after 18 can be 17 and 15. Okay, now I will consider the possibilities. Let me raise this first. Moments that I can sell these players. First, this one, the goalkeeper. I can sell after 6 weeks. It's an option. Other one, I can sell. I usually consider selling the transition of salaries too, in the increase of wage. But in this guy, he will increase his wage before the 6 weeks. So when I put 6 weeks here, is already over that moment when the wage increases. So that one doesn't count. Then I can consider the end of his third year of bloom. Yeah, so only two lines for this guy. 6 weeks and 23.11. No other option. For this one, I should have more. I can sell him after 6 weeks, then after the end of his second year of bloom, after he changes the salary for the second time, and after his third year of bloom. I think that's it. I hope you guys can follow. If you get confused, let me know in the comments. Okay, so for these I can sell after 6 weeks, um, 19.11. After he changes his wage for the second time, I don't consider the first because look, when he changed the wage for the first time, he is 19.04. After 6 weeks, he's 19.05. So by this time, I cannot sell him yet. Understand? That's why I'm not considering this one. So W2 and 20.11. That's all. Now let's check the best moment. Usually is the latest possible. So for the goalkeeper, I forgot to put the number here. This is for my internal control. You don't necessarily need to put these numbers here. Okay, so for this one, second option is better. And for this one, look, we have a problem here. The third option is it's the best. However, I was misled here. Remember, I didn't want to buy him without checking with the spreadsheet. But since I didn't have time, I did so. And it turns out it was a bad decision. Because look, I didn't get the profit I targeted. Since he had a high TI and he's young, I assumed he would be surely profitable. But now I see that he is not. In my estimation, he could still be profitable, for example, profitable for my standards. Because here I consider this drop. Let's say that he doesn't drop so much. Maybe he's 18 here and 16 here. Is it good enough? Not yet. I would still need more. I'm forcing it a bit, but just to see how lucky I have to be to get profit with this guy. Still not enough, but now it's very close. Okay, but anyway, my estimation initially was this one, so I should stick with this. If his TI doesn't get any better, oh wait, still wrong. Okay, I have to change the third too. This one was 15 before. If his TI doesn't get any better, I will have made a bad deal. And probably I can even sell him before here. Okay, because selling him for the agent price, I would have this profit. But maybe if I sell him before the end of this loan, some other manager may be interested in him for some reason or may be misled like I was, then I can make more profit. Understand? But basically, it was a bad move buying this guy. I should have stick to my methods of always checking on the spreadsheet, but it happens. I will continue browsing for players until I complete my squad. I still have 4 spots, if I'm not mistaken, but that's enough for the video today. If you're still here with me, it means you like the video. I guess you like the channel too. So, if you feel like, consider making a pro donation to the club you see on the screen now. That's all for this video, guys. If you have questions, write them down below. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. See you soon.